I don't owe no debts, I've been through that. See you SOS, SOS, SOS. See you SOS. Need a life vest, need no mic check. SOS, SOS, SOS. See you SOS. We don't talk checks, we get to it. We get to it, yeah, we do.
I didn't click off that.
Kind of an abrupt stop there, Wes.
I didn't do that. That had nothing to do with me. Just saying.
It's a solid 3 or 4. Man,
I went repeat.
I was thinking 5.6, 5.7, but with the ending, it was kind of, I don't know. It just
our membership only allows 13 seconds. Sorry. I tried to
had a nice
that.
streak going, Wes. Man, we know what they say about streaks. They come to an end.
No. Well,
it wasn't that bad. It was probably a 7, maybe. Everybody
it could have gone up. Look, listen here. We're already getting worse, Fred. F all you guys in the comments. Fred's on a boat.
What's up, fellas?
Don't put them in timeout, Wes. I think you have the ability to put them in timeout.
I do. I give them one good chance, and to be honest with you, always forward. You're in timeout for 5 minutes.
What number are we, Wes? You did the flyer. What number are we? What episode?
We are 58, brother. Well, I guess you can say 59 with the episode 0. But yeah, right now we're episode 58. We're rocking and rolling.
Yeah, welcome everybody. So 58, as Wes says, share it on all social media platforms. Is that what we're supposed to say, Wes? I think that's usually what you say.
Yeah, we do. And look, like I always say, we know who shares it.
Hit that like button. It only takes 2 seconds, folks.
Smash that like button. And smash it, share it, love on it. Then you talk about it. We know who does it.
If you're listening on any of the podcast platforms, you can catch the show live on Tuesday nights right here at YouTube TV or Facebook. So if you want to donate to the show, I think it's easier on YouTube if you want to buy Wesley or Phil a drink, which they're looking pretty perched. There we go. So,
and we're going with the banquet tonight. And also we're on 17:30 a.m. in Bandera, Texas tonight. So we're coming from that flamethrower tower there. So say hey to those 2 listeners there. We're going to try to be after them before the year.
For those new to the show, I'm Bill Chicken Fried. My co-host Phil, he's out of Bandera. I'm out of Magnolia. LC Barbecue out of Bandera, and Piglytically Incorrect, Wesley or West. Is it West or is it West? Yeah,
it is. You can go fuck yourself. Is what it is.
he's out of Jackson, Mississippi. I think
I am in Brandon, Mississippi. We're getting this all wrong. You drive around Jackson. Don't go through there, guys. I'm just saying. I have forewarned you. Yeah. So glad to be on here, man. Good to see you guys.
Yeah, you too, man. And I'll tell you what, Wes, I really am encouraged watching you cook over. You obviously, man, Wes is a KCBS cook, so unlike Texas, they don't get to cook all year round. And man, you've been hitting it pretty hard and doing pretty well. Scoring really good. You're missing that closer gene at the moment, but man, I think you're close, bro. So man, I really enjoyed seeing. Man, I like seeing you hitting those 699s, bro. As much as you maybe are a little frustrated, man, I think it's great. Those are great scores, and man,
you drop enough 699s, you're bound to win one. Just
have to.
I just need 3 to 4 teams not to show up.
You need to go to lower scoring contests and drop 699s. Where it's tradition, man, go north of 80 and just drop 699.
Man, try cooking in Mississippi.
I said 81 UGC all day. I won my first GC in Brookhaven with a 681. No joke.
681. Okay.
681. Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
And me and Brad with Kushan, we were a point away, and we lapped the field by 11 points.
Wow.
I was 681, he's 680, and then it just dropped. So
no wonder nobody ever goes to Mississippi.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I think Donnie Teal obviously held the record at one time for the highest. I think Kurt has it now.
Kurt Wallace took it over at
But I think Donnie has the highest too. And man, according to him, and man, I take his word, he thinks it's the highest. He has the highest GC with the lowest score. And it was like a 525 or something, which was a GC. He granted the contest. I mean, and he sent me the actual sheet.
Wow.
I probably have it. Man, I'll try to see if I can pull it up. But I think Head Country was a team, and there's, it's from way back when. And he said, man, the scoring was the same. They were weighted the same, everything. And it's really crazy to think that he GC'd a contest, and he was in the 500s. Which is nuts. I'll see if I can pull. I'll see if I can pull that up. I'm sure it's still.
There was a contest, and somebody in the comments helped me out. It was last year. It was in West Virginia. I think it was Alan Clem with Under the Radar, and if I'm mistaken, maybe he was reserved. But the winner of the GC was a 660, and then the RGC was like right under that. Then it dropped down into like the 640s. I hadn't seen that. I hadn't seen that since I started cooking. But I looked at that like that. It can't be right.
I'm gonna try to pull it up on my phone.
So if I can take that 699 average over to West Virginia, we'd be something. Just saying. We'd have a chance.
Are you cooking this weekend, Wes? You made a last-minute decision to go drop a 699 last week, right?
Well, I didn't really make the decision. I was voluntold forcefully, because somebody may have been holding some meat that I needed, that we got to make the Kennett, Missouri a qualifier. So a few of us, and we wanted to do it, and I really wanted to cook. I just wasn't planning on it. Went up there, man, and we had a really solid cook. And I'm telling you, when you can start out with a 5th, a 10th, a 4th, a 5th, and you come in 5th overall, that's pretty damn disheartening. Because the whole time we're sitting there, I'm like, I think we may have this wrapped up. And I know Jordan's probably watching, and he even comes up to me because we're 5th in brisket. He's 4th. He's like, man, I think you took it. And I didn't want to say it, but I was like, I think I did too. And then they call 5th, and you can hear me laughing on one of the live streams. I'm just like, man, God don't like me right now. He doesn't. So, man, I was happy to get the calls. But, yeah, we're going to go to Sevierville. This is literally one of our favorite contests of the year. It's in that Gatlinburg area. We go up there, have fun, do the cook-off, go to Margaritaville, hang out with friends, maybe partake in a drink or two. We're Christian people, so we don't do a lot of it. And man,
Catholic.
Yeah. And just have a blast. Yeah.
I found that sheet. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Let's see. I don't know if you recognize any of those teams.
134 in chicken. I did that this year, I think.
Man, good thing he got that 160. That sealed the deal for him.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
He smoked the field in that rib. That is unbelievable.
And what's that's 05? Is that what that says, Bill?
Yeah, 05. Yeah. It's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah. That is.
And it was, man, talking to Donnie, it's the same scoring system, the same weighting, everything.
Man, I tell you what, it was a pretty tight score, and one sexy hillbilly with a redneck almost got him.
Yeah.
Man, they came down from Mississippi to try their hand in Oklahoma.
And they were close. They were in it there. They almost RGC'd that bad boy. I think that was Mark. I'm pretty sure.
That's really cool. Man, I'm glad he keeps stuff like that. I keep all my score sheets. It'll be fun to pull out in 20 years.
Do you really keep them? Man, my shit was in garbage. In the garbage.
I've got stacks and stacks of them.
That's for the IRS, man. Like, I do this for a living.
Look, I keep them, but I do. It just stacks. Carmen's like, what are you doing with those?
Put them next to the baseball cards.
Yeah, pretty much. Shit.
Well, Phil, you had a good weekend, man. You kind of ran the gamut on them out there in Fort Davis, huh?
Man, it came together. It feels like it should come together more often, and a lot of times it don't. And this weekend it did. So, man, it's fun when it does.
Yeah, and man, you got that first chicken. I think you told me it'd been a while. You've been working on that chicken pretty hard.
No big deal.
And it had been. I think I had to put the calendar calculator deal, like put in a date to a date. And I think it was like 967 days or something between first place chicken. I had to scroll back pretty far on the spreadsheet. And the last time I got a first place chicken was September 18th of 2022. And man, it was in Springtown. And that day in Springtown, I cooked. And it was like a 40 teamer too. It wasn't a fluffer. And man, I hit first chicken, I think 8th or 9th ribs. I hit first pork. I hit first brisket. And man, I had like a 788, 789 or something like that.
Yeah.
So it was a day. And then fast forward, 2.5 years or whatever, and finally hit a first place chicken. And I look back on my spreadsheet and I'm looking through that and I'm like, I thought it was that contest, but I went back through just to double check. And as I'm going through there, I see second chicken, third chicken, fourth chicken, fifth chicken, second chicken, third chicken, not all in order, right? Just there was more than I even remember in there, how many seconds and thirds. And I'm like, man, that's almost hard to do. But, long story short, I hit a first chicken this weekend. And man, that was a good feeling to get that monkey off my back after so long. And man, we hit 9th ribs. Man, the top 3 porks were all 200s, perfect scores. Man, I got second. I got beat by KP on the tiebreaker. Appearance got me, so.
Kit got you on appearance.
Yeah, Kit got me on appearance. I got second pork, and then, man, we got first brisket. So, yeah, it was a really good day. Yeah, it was a good day.
Man, you sent me a drawing of his pork box, and I can see why he got first pork,
Top secret. Don't show nobody. I'm like, it's a sketch on a napkin. Don't show nobody. And he was adamant about, no, don't get that out there, But
send me the photo. I'll put it on here. Just send it up.
He had to get permission to send it to Bill,
I'm putting this sketch in the pile with the score sheets. And in 20 years, I'm going to pull it out and go, that's the box. I need to run the KP box. Man, we're at dinner. And, I always get a kick out of, me and Kit when we tie. It seems like he always beats me when we tie and score. Sure as shit. We're sitting at dinner and I'm like, God dang, got that perfect 200, Kit. And he goes, yeah, it's my first perfect 200. I'm like, man, you got
no big deal.
You serious? I'm like, yeah. And I didn't know. I hadn't looked it up, but I always tell him that. And I'm like, man, you got any pictures of that box? Perfect 200. Had to be, nah, no pictures. I'm like, well, what'd you turn in? He starts describing it, and he's using words I don't know what they mean. And he's talking to me like I should. He's like, here. He tracks down you got a pen, and I'll draw it. I'm like, I gotta see this. He's got a cell phone with like 5 cameras in it, and he could take a picture. No, let me draw it for you.
And I guess it's a box that no one's ever thought about doing ever.
One guy has.
One guy has.
Yeah, okay.
Just kidding.
Man, I saw it and said it's secret safe with me. I probably won't even run that box.
Oh, that's too damn funny.
Hey, I feel like it's only gonna
I was watching awards on the way home. That's real safe. He got up and I noticed he forgot something. Where did he come back to the table and get? Like somebody yelled at him. Did he just leave his hat or something?
You remember? Carl said it was.
It's like he had gone to sleep or something and didn't realize he was still at the contest.
Well, he can't slow play it. Used to it would be IBCA or Lone Star or whatever, and they call the ticket numbers, right? And man, if they start calling it 2 or 3 times, we all know it's KP because he's over there. Yeah. Oh, man, in real life, he slow plays every one of them, right? But they just say the team name, so he can't slow play it.
I love it, man. I love it. It was good stuff.
Play.
All right, Bill. We went over there. How about you, brother? How'd everything go? Did you cook this weekend?
Mine was pretty uneventful. I was 6th overall. Man, I think brisket and pork really are the ones that let me down. But man, I wasn't mad at anything I turned in. I cooked legs for the first time on the offset, so I just didn't feel like lighting another pit, a drum, or whatever. So I'm gonna stick them all on the offset. So. Man, I was shuffling meat around to, I didn't want ribs dripping on chicken or, pork dripping on ribs. So But man, I managed to get things wrapped up and got my brisket wrapped and was able to throw the chicken on and put it underneath the brisket. So man, it all worked out pretty good. And but yeah, I mean, I think man, I just hit the wrong table. You know, there was one judge. I went and looked at the scores, and man, there was one judge, and man, he didn't issue 110. He was throwing eights. Man, he was throwing eights at everybody. So, and of course, man, the tables I was on wasn't the tables of the guys that were actually winning. You know, so
Right.
and it's just the way it goes. You know,
How'd the legs do, Bill?
I was just about to ask that.
what's that?
You can ask it, Wes.
Oh, they were fifth. I think fifth or sixth. Man, they scored a 195, which is, you know, equivalent to probably a 175 in KCBS is what you want. You want to get everything at that 195 mark. So, man, they were
I'd
there.
call it 176. I'd go 176.
Well, he had mentioned before that he had just tried to do his thighs on the offset and didn't like it. So we went back to the drum. So when you mentioned that, I was curious to how you liked your chicken on the offset, the legs.
Man, I liked it. I'm going to run it at Memphis, so I'll be cooking with Grant, and I'm doing the poultry, cooking with Pinkerton's Come and Eat It. And man, he's got a breeding smoker on the back of his rig that's there. So, man, I think in the beginning stages, I was asking to bring a drum, and man, he had messaged me last week. He said, "Man, I don't have room for a drummer." Man, it's fine as long as you got the breeding smoker. Man, I'll cook the legs on that. It'll be. And there's not a whole lot of activity that day. We're not cooking the whole hog on it. So, man, there'll be plenty of room for me to throw those legs on them. So,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like it, man. Chicken's been doing good on the offset.
You leave tomorrow, huh, Bill?
Yeah, I'm going to leave in the morning. So I had to cook a brisket for my daughter. I'd forgotten about that. I was going to leave this morning, but man, my daughter, hey, when are you going to do that brisket? Like, shoot. I forgot.
Shit.
So,
Sonny's.
Well, I might as well just leave Wednesday morning. So, and today I jacked around with that brisket and I cooked it overnight on the pellet and, man, did a little foil boat, this morning about 9 o'clock. And man, it's sitting in the oven right now. And as soon as the show is over, I'm going to slice it up, vacuum seal it, and I'll be done with the brisket. So
it'll be awesome. Hey, we've got to give Eddie, since he just tuned in, the comment he made by being somewhere and hearing chicken fried just starts clapping. It's funny. He just starts hearing the song and he's so used to clapping, he just starts clapping. He hears the song.
And speaking of comments, I think Phil was out this weekend, and I think we're going to start a new segment of the show. You know, so
Scooter, Wes just said, sounds like you're putting me to work.
I haven't said anything to anyone, but man, and I guess we can figure out what's the best way to do it. But in CBA, they got full use of the keyboard on their phone. Yeah. So we get, sometimes we get a lot of colorful comments that are, some of them are funny as shit. And, but I think, I think it was Belle that maybe suggested it. So shout out to Belle. I think her and Scooter cooked together, but she had said, man, do comment of the week or whatever. So, man, if you're a CBA guy or even a KCBS, because, they have full use of the pin with some of their comments.
That's right.
So, man, either one, if you get an interesting comment, man, we'll pick through them every week and post a comment and, maybe give you a free shaker of rub or, some of Phil's new chicken injection that's seems to be on a hot streak right now. So,
maybe some brisket wrap.
Yeah.
Watch Bill.
And let's just be honest, everybody, guys. This is probably going to happen for about 2 good weeks, and then we're going to forget about it. So get in there while you can, because this shit'll die really quick. So
this is early breaking news, right? And we still don't know what
if there's a lot of admin involved with this, then it probably will die out pretty quick.
2 solid.
I don't know that any of the 3 of us have got a lot of room for extra admin work.
If the crowd could just figure out how to go ahead and put the comment up there, that'd be great.
Yeah.
At one point in time, we had the comment of the night got a shirt. That was as long as I remember. That went a good 4 weeks.
Anna, I want to start with Anna's comment. So Anna's in the chat. She's gotten some good comments. She probably has records of all her score sheets as well. So maybe next week, Anna, you can give us a good comment that you had. We can put it on the screen,
Yeah, and you might save
yeah.
some bullets too. We're going to do this every week. So if you throw up the whole catalog for the past 4 years,
Right.
and who knows what we'll have next week, but something to think about.
Right. So if you got good comments, man, send it to one of us, primarily Wes.
Can you pop up the info? Send
All right,
it
what
Wes.
about this? What are we doing? What am I taking?
It's all good, Wes. It's all
I just
good.
went refilled. Are we good? We clear?
Yeah, we're good. We got it all hashed out.
All right,
Yeah.
good. 2 weeks, everybody. Jump in. Let's have fun. Let's make the most of it.
Yeah. So, but man, who do we got on tonight, Wes? Man, you kind of run in circles with these boys, huh? The Shit Show Mafia, or what do we got?
Well, I get to dabble with them occasionally. I don't think I can jump in here full time with them. I don't have the liver for it. I don't have the patience for it. I don't have, I can't do that. So, no, man, Joseph Puccio with Smoke Show Mafia. You got Frank Nagel with Yes Deer Barbecue. He's also got sauces that people use over on the East Coast, Georgia. Man, these guys, everybody knows them. Fun as hell to hang out with. If you're going to be at Lebanon, which I will not be, you'll see them. You'll enjoy them. You'll hear them. I promise you. Just good people, man. Want to share them with the rest of the country. Let you guys.
Well, let's bring them on here. But I think, are we missing one of the Shit Show
I just
Mafias?
read that comment, Anna.
Are we missing any Shit Show Mafias or no? Are we missing
Well,
a player?
Singletary didn't get invited because Wes don't like him. Because he won't give Wes the chicken recipe again.
And Singletary gave it to me. I could give it to you, Wes, for the right price.
I told him I'd give it to him. I told him he could come watch the whole thing, and he wouldn't do it.
He ain't gonna do
It
it.
was because we were drinking.
We told him. He said, "You really don't do that, really."
Oh, is that the Natty Bird? Is that the Natty Bird?
You don't do that. No, that ain't true.
Yeah.
He wanted to give it to me so quick that I just knew it was full of shit. And I
said, man, I've gotten a lot of recipe over the years. They don't come that easy.
No. And I didn't forget about it, but I was like, man, he was willing to give me that really quick. He is going to feed me some BS. I'm not going over here for that. And to come to find out, he was legit. I was like, man, that's a good guy.
It's not complicated.
And he goes, oh, hell no.
He might
more
want
complicated.
He might want American Royal with that shit. Wait, hold on. Before we get too far, you're not going to be at the Invitational?
I'm not, sir. No, sir.
Where are you going to be, Wes?
So I'm going to catch some shit on this from a few people who've already been messing with me, but I didn't want to go to a major until I lined myself out. I didn't want to go in there and embarrass myself until I got everything to where I think I needed to cook. Well, this thing came pretty quick. By that time, I was like, we've already got shit planned, and we're going to stay up there, and we're going to go cook another one right after. I'm still not going. But my goal was, man, I wanted to get lined out before I come in here and get dead ass last in the world.
Are you cooking Brookhaven that weekend, or what are you cooking?
No, I'm doing Sevierville the week before, and I'm doing Honeybee in Lafayette, Georgia the week after.
You don't cook the Honeybee and what that?
They will let me come in and drop my trailer on the way back from Sevierville the week early and plug it in. And I just figured that would be easier and not have to worry about going to the world. So not going, man.
How many teams will Honeybee have?
They said the other day they got 14.
I think there's 104 from what he told me. So as long as he can pencil with it,
you might win the contest over there.
Yeah, send me the details, Wes. I might go.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you can't get over 699, I'll whip your ass. Unfortunately, you can't.
Are you going to the Honeybee World Championship, huh?
Man, I will take on. Look, if there is a 10-teamer out there, you guys hit me in my inbox. I'm coming to it. GCs are GCs, man. Who gives a damn?
And if you win, you'll go home with $450.
Man, Wes, I think you sized up that entire situation wrong. Man, I didn't want to go to the do a big one until I got it all sorted out. man, you want to go in there with a few excuses. You don't want to go in there. I've got it all sorted out.
No, I don't, man. Cooking with confidence goes a long way, and you can't say it's not. I mean,
you get 6th overall at Honeybee Invitational, you know what I mean? And JJ's tire shop beats you, you know what I mean? Man, it's going to be more demoralizing if JJ's Tires beats you at Honeybee.
As long as I am 10th or above, I don't give a shit, man. That goes in barbecue data as a top 10, and I can lie that shit away with the best of it. I'm going to start this whole thing out like this. I competed with the best in the world this weekend, some of the top teams in the country, and we got 10th.
You got 7-12, and you got 10th.
I'll be in Vegas. I'll be in Vegas that weekend, so I'll probably get my ass stomped in Vegas. So,
oh hell, what are you doing in Vegas?
Man, I'm cooking Nevada. That Boulder City, Nevada. That's an auto to the jack. I mean, I'm sure Honeybee's probably an auto too, but
well, they may have the Bunny Ranch Invitational from what I hear out there. I mean, Bill, you go to Nevada twice in a year. Let's just be honest with you.
There's Singletary. Yeah.
Singletary, bottom feed.
Singletary. We wanted it. I thought about it, but you'd already been on, and I don't think we could have handled all three of y'all at once.
Well, I wanted to hear stories about Singletary, and I think, man, these guys know where the bodies are buried,
One or two. One or two.
But we got to get them drinking first, I think,
Well, I can tell you, Singletary won Honeybee, so it's not that hard.
Yeah. Well, he's the one that told me, hey, man, you need to go get your confidence up. Go get Honeybee. I said, all right, I'll do it.
What do their belt buckles look like over there, Wes?
They're little honeybees.
Zip tie.
They're little earrings.
Big zip tie. Get the belt and all.
I see they're not fans of the Honeybee, I see on here. So
they got big checks at Honeybee, or is there big checks?
If there's a big check, I'm going to the Worlds. I'm just going to jump in. I can't win a big check, man. Cannot do it.
We could have saved 6 minutes of the show if you just would have said, "Yep, I'm going to the KCBS World."
I don't lie, Phil. I'm pretty right.
I wonder if he's more concerned about the whole Luke janky leg deal or
no lap dances,
the Luke West deal, or
no, there ain't no West deal. That was all janky right there.
I don't know. You was looking up down.
I'm trying to see. Jordan's probably still in here. Do I still got that video?
Oh, I do. 100%.
And did I take it out?
Oh, the one with them dancing?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There was only one dancing.
Luke,
one was just sitting there.
Grinding on
Yeah, I took it out, Jordan. You're good. You're good.
I
they do give out. I'm glad Steve brought that up. Correct me if I'm wrong, boys. I think y'all have cooked it. If you win this, you get a full gas stove.
They'll tell you one like a generator and what he want.
They give you some of a gas stove that you've got to get home. Like, just here, put this in your house. It's a gas stove.
Here, put this GE gas stove in the back of your truck.
He said it was like they went to a scratching dent sale and bought some shit and carried it up.
Hey, we need some trophies. Get something big.
I got a washing machine,
Bring it.
Don't let KP know about this contest. He's not even that way,
Let him know. I would love to hang out with him.
He won a generator. That's not a bad prize, a nice generator. I mean,
that's not a bad prize. But
I'm going to guess it was a champion.
Champion. It was probably a loud one for sure.
Well, did Rooster win that? When did he win that? Was it last year?
I think last year. Yeah, last
year.
So
he basically said they dropped like a stove and basically said, you got to take it. Like, you got to do something.
I remember seeing those pictures. I think I remember seeing those pictures of Rooster winning that. Yeah.
Man, it couldn't have been heavier than the rocks.
Yeah.
What the hell what's the deal with the rocks?
Oh, they had boulders.
Yeah, boulders. And that one, what was it, Tapperville or something? I think Tapper last year I cooked and
like 1,500-pound boulders,
Man, it was 3,500 pounds of rock man, Man, it was a rock company that engraved in it. So Grand Champion was like a 1,200-pound rock that said Grand Champion.
G-Walt, I'll send you some. He's infatuated with the legs and the cutoff short. So thank you, boss man. However you want to send that money, we'll take it.
Thanks, G-Walt.
Thanks, G-Walt.
We'll drink.
Man, he already gets over Caesar with the $2.
Yeah, look, you got to pay rent, G-Walt. Don't spend it all on the show. Take care of the rent. Yeah, the gas stoves are legit now. So we'll see. We'll see what they got. I wanted to go somewhere different, man. I'm trying to go. Like, we're going to do West Virginia this year instead of going to Festival Discovery. It's not because that's not a great contest. We just want to try something different. So we're going to do Wise, Virginia one weekend and then go into Galax.
I'm planning on going to Wise. That's a good time.
I've never been to either one.
I heard that Wise is a nice one. You know,
Yep, I went last year. Nobody would go with me. I took Frank's trailer, went stayed at Singletary's house that Thursday night, got up Friday morning, and went the rest of the way. And cooked.
How far is that from you guys? How far is that Wise one?
About 8 hours from me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a minute for me. I mean, it's like 14 hours.
When I got back to Singletary's house Saturday night, I was smashed. And he was in the yard waiting on me, and he was smashed too. He loaded up, went to the bar, and come in about 4 o'clock. His wife was real proud.
Have y'all all cooked Galax as well? Have y'all cooked that one, the Galax?
No.
They give away fiddles there, don't they? I think they're like
Singletary won one last year.
Singletary won.
So Singletary won. He won in MBN, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
Cooking a spare rib.
Yes.
He won the overall rib category, which was strong. John, our man, he is as consistent as they
John.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, John. So Singletary won the MBN with a spare
He
rib.
didn't win the contest, but he won ribs.
He won ribs.
He was the only team that cooked spare ribs that day, I think.
And didn't have anything.
He's the only team that flipped him upside down and cut him from the back for the judges.
Memphis or no?
Do what now, Bill?
Do y'all follow Memphis as far as people cooking spare? I mean, I know there's a couple of Texas teams that going, and man, I think they may be cooking spares at Memphis as well.
There's some that do, but not much. I mean, I talked to Robbie Royal and some of them, and I told them what he did. He was like, "What the hell was it?" He beat everybody's ass. What's the big deal?
Right.
I mean, you cook a good rib, but like Frank said, that they had never seen at a presentation that somebody turned the ribs over and cut them from the back.
Oh, wow.
The judges that were there, and Jason just flipped them bitches over.
He's like, I don't know, I'm doing this how I do it.
This is how I do it.
All these people watching went in the background.
Because they're also used to you sitting and cutting it 2 bones, bending it. He basically just said, man, this is the way I do it. Boom, just cut it and gave it to him.
And I had a
friend. He also cooks one of the best ribs out there.
I had a friend of mine that FaceTimed me, and I watched the whole presentation. And I was like, that's Jason Singletary. If it's ever been Jason Singletary, that's it right there. He did fantastic. And you could tell he was nervous, but he never slowed down.
Right.
Brian brought up a good point. I think we might be able to. Phil, you want to come get a banjo and a fiddle?
Where's the fiddles at? I got a banjo. Where's the fiddles?
Galax, Virginia.
Yeah, man, sounds good. Yeah, when's that?
June or July. I've got the date. I'm signed up for both of them. I can't remember exactly the date, but it's in the summer, and I wanted to go where it's going to be cool.
And it's a double. Day 1, I think, is NBN, and day 2 is KCBS, something like that.
Yeah, it's the same time.
It's a double.
Oh, they happen at the same time. You got to turn them in at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
So you'll have some of the NBNs do both. Some of the teams do both of them, but they're going to have. I mean, Myron Mixon goes up there. They have a big to do, and the category people win. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, fiddles, but if you win it, you win is it a banjo?
The contest, if you win the contest, I think you win a banjo.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But if you get like fiddle to the higher in the category, you get a fiddle.
Yeah.
Man, there's some of the baddest trophies out there, which is the reason why I'm going.
I got a video of Jason Singletary that night at the gas pump playing that fiddle, and that horsehair off of that string was going everywhere.
Hey, can you send it? Can you send it to one of us?
Yes, I'll send it to Wes.
They said that he was looking to make a deal, from what I heard.
They told him you couldn't play him. He said, "Bullshit."
The devil went down to Georgia, or what?
Yeah. But it's all.
I'll be in New Zealand in July, Wes. So
send it to Wes
year.
so he can put it on the screen. Send it to Wes so he can put it on the screen.
Yeah, he don't give a shit, man. That's why people like Singletary. He's going to do what he does. He don't care. But you know it had to be a good rib to win it with a spare and give them singles, not doubles. Because, man, those NBN judges, they're finicky about that.
They probably couldn't understand what Jason was saying to begin with. They're going, what? What did he say? And they're laughing so much that, damn, that's a good score.
Oh, special needs. Here's my 10. Oh, he's special. No, there ain't no. I think he's. Uh-oh, you're gonna piss some people off, Brian. Just saying. There's some good trophies out there. I mean, I do like a good belt.
You're right, Brian. I mean, if you don't like belt buckles, then you're right.
Yeah, if you don't like belt buckles, you know.
But all of us KCS people look at it and like, man, we want a damn belt buckle so bad.
Man, I think we do more cool shit we don't have, right? I mean, we chase a lot.
We're tired of belt buckles. You know, we're tired of them.
Man, those glass blown trophies though that you see out there, man, they're phenomenal. I mean, you got Murfreesboro.
They're like the apple, right?
And now you got the ABS Classics, got the peaches, and those things are absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, that peach is awesome.
Man,
Rocky Mountain, North Carolina does some nice glass.
All right. Well, then you got Michigan up there. Buddy Hammett and them, they're doing glass blown cherries, I believe. So everybody's getting
I like the records, man. I like those Nashville records. I want to cook that one day. You know?
Me too, because I can break that glass. I mean, me.
Yeah.
And those are the real records from the company that makes them for the artist. Those are
blown glass probably won't make it home in my rig, you know. So.
Man, have cool trophies will travel.
Yeah.
All right, Phil, I'm gonna send you the link to sign up for Galax.
Man, I'll be in New Zealand this year. I ain't gonna make it this year, but maybe next year. Keep it on my radar. I'll go. Sounds like fun.
You're gonna be in New Zealand for a month?
Yeah, I'm leaving June 2nd, and then I won't be back till like the end of August.
September. Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
How many contests are you doing over there, Phil?
Just one in New Zealand, but we're gonna hunt and fish and stuff, and then we're gonna fly over to Australia and do that World Championship again and the Invitational. So between New Zealand and Australia, 3 contests, and we'll be gone. I think we get to New Zealand July 4th and come back maybe August 1st or something like that.
Gotcha.
You know, at least to the States, and then I'm going to go up north and kind of stay out of Texas a little longer. There's 104 here today. It's May 13th. So, man, my heat radar, I'm quickly ready to hit the road and get the heck out of Texas. It's hot.
I saw that today, and I was like, man, there was no way. It's already 104 in Texas.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's bad, man.
Yeah.
It is
It's
bad.
going to be a long one.
Mm-hmm.
So, boys, what's on the agenda? I know you're talking about you don't do a lot of, you're not cooking 2 weekends in a row, but where are you guys planning to go this year?
We're going to Nashville next.
Yep.
Still on the fence about Pusa.
Gotta do Pussy, man.
We'll probably
you screw up and win that, they give you $20K cash on top of everything else you win, or $25.
Yeah, a suitcase full of money.
As bad as I've been cooking, I made 2 determinations early. I needed to cook in 2005, or I need to go to West Virginia.
590 was looking pretty good, wasn't it? Though?
I can remember. I'm like, Wes, a 675 is your ass.
Cook in 2005. Comment on the show.
This weekend, how'd y'all do? What contest were y'all at?
Boss Hog.
Yeah, over in Waynesboro. So
how's that contest? I haven't cooked it.
It's a good contest. It's a good time. They put on a hell of a show. They had Will Mosley there Friday night. He was the runner up on American Idol last year. He put on a hell of a concert. And
they gave everybody crying towels. I saw Brian's video.
Well, Jason Singletary showed up Thursday night. He wasn't gonna come to Friday, and that caused the party to get. They got like an amusement park there, and it's got one of those slides where you get on the croaker sack and slide down. Yeah. And of course, we weren't supposed to be on it, but we stayed on it for 3 hours or whatever it was. We all woke up beat all to hell and sore.
I found the pledge to make it go a little faster.
Yeah. They had a bottle of lemon pledge over there. Frank busted the whole bottle down the side.
Hey, before you get too far, what was it that you sit on?
Croaker sack.
Croaker sack. Yeah, croaker sack. Burlap sack.
Burlap sack.
Like a potato sack or burlap?
Yeah.
Burlap.
Man, I've never heard croaker sack.
Croaker.
Yeah, well, we in the South over here.
Yeah.
And then Friday night, of course, with the band and all, I promised they didn't flow any slower. And oh boy, I woke up Saturday morning and I felt like I had been run through the ringer. So I looked at Jason. I said, "Bo, I think I'm just gonna pack my shit up and go home."
I did it again. Damn it!
What he's telling you is he would be one hell of a cook if it wasn't for those natty birds.
Nah, because I didn't drink at Calhoun and it didn't help.
Okay, well, I'm just going to give you an out there.
But I keep thinking I'm gonna try it one time.
Not drinking.
Yeah. I just wouldn't
So-
be no fun.
Man, so let's back up a little bit. What is actually a croaker? Because I think we're down here in Texas and we got different definitions of what a croaker is. What's y'all's definition of a croaker?
A croaker's a fish.
Yes. Okay.
When you
So
catch
sack
it,
you put your croakers in.
I reckon. All the old people from way back always called them a croaker sack, and that's just
Okay.
I just wondered, man. I mean, it's all good.
Oh, I know,
I just
I
hadn't
know.
heard that before.
that's just.
This is a learning show, man. We teach.
I
people.
didn't even know it was called burlap until you had to buy it wrapped around a deer stand that was on the road.
Wes, did you know that croaker sack? Is that a word you know?
Man, I can't say I've ever heard it, but I'm gonna incorporate it.
I ain't out there, am I?
Well, I knew this one old boy. This was ages ago, and he liked to go to the topless bars, and he would tell me that he would, he would croaker whip these women, and his definition was, man, he would croaker whip them, and that was $100 bills were croakers,
I'm sure you
Man, that's
missed
probably what a croaker sack
Yeah.
is. Put all your $100 bills in there.
Yeah. So
I still
I'm
think you
Googling
didn't
it.
hear what he said.
Man, I'm gonna see what Webster has to say about a croaker sack.
You might better look more on
You might want to get on the Urban Dictionary and see what that is.
The South Georgia
like-
Urban Dictionary.
Urban
Yeah.
Dictionary.
And you might want to not stay on that very long. Just you're over here doing some crazy stuff when the night's over.
Man, I was
Yeah.
hoping to do something crazy, but it's a sack you put made out of burlap. You put your croakers in, your fish.
G-Walk, I'm going to be honest. I thought he said Kroger sack as well. And I was like, man, he's going to fuse to that damn slide. It's going to get hot. That plastic, turn them legs up. I didn't know what you were saying, but I was nodding and smiling.
That's what the pledge was for. It made it real slick.
We say burlap.
We say.
Yeah. What do you mean, you people?
y'all on the other side of the river.
That's a true statement. Oh, man. Now,
That's
you
a long
boys going to Royal this year? I know we got you out there last year, so what's the goal?
Planning on it.
We're planning on it.
So what's the planning? How do you
Well, we
plan?
hadn't planned where we're gonna drive, where we're gonna fly, how we're gonna get out there, but planning
See,
on it.
these are normally big time guys over here where they'll won't y'all rent a place, have somebody bring it in, and y'all fly in and just cook out of it?
Well, Jason always does that. We did that one year and rented a bar at a smoker, bar at a J5 when we got there. Well, actually, it was one of the originals.
Yeah. It was a gear pit.
Yeah.
And it was we got it and I lifted up the firebox on the wrong damn side. I went, oh shit, like it was a left-hand cooker. You know how hard it is to cook on the wrong freaking side on the cooker? Everything was freaking backwards. Except for my right arm wasn't burnt, my left arm was burnt at the end of the day.
It was just so out of sorts, so not knowing where your shit was at and not having everything you needed. When we drove out there, we had everything we needed with us. We didn't have to go look for nothing when we got there except for kale. So
Yeah, but that drive sucks ass. That's the worst.
Going out there is not a big deal. The drive back sucks. Coming back,
It depends on how well you do that week. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Drive back
it's a
sucks.
long damn way.
675, remember? 675, right?
Well, I guess you could say Jason's flight home was pretty good, was it not?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
When you RGC it, and you
Look,
think
that boy on the stage, we weren't there. He FaceTimed us. I call you right back. Trophy.
dude, I don't know how he didn't win it. He was killing it out there that weekend. They love his stuff.
Wes, did you get the video of him yet?
Let me look. I'm gonna go off camera here because it takes me a minute. So y'all give me a minute, just a second.
So who won that one this weekend? Y'all were at that Boss Hog. Who won that one?
Optimus Swine.
Optimus Swine. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Um,
It's a pretty good contest. It's a mid 40 team field contest, and I mean, over here after COVID, there's all good teams. I mean, everybody around is good teams.
Yeah.
You go to a contest and 25 people can win the contest. It's crazy. So
And
but those
there
guys
ain't
came down.
no real field fillers, huh?
No, not at all. Not at all.
But we have fun.
Yeah.
If having fun won an award, I'd get it.
No, there was an award for that too, and you didn't win that either.
And where did you finish, Frank? Where did you?
I finished sixth. So
Okay.
yeah, I got 3 calls, finished sixth. So sucked it up on ribs, got hammered on ribs, but that happens.
Who ended up reserving it? Put you on the spot.
That wasn't Bad Rooster.
Uh,
Bad Roosters was third.
Yeah, it was Kings.
Ryan King.
that's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ryan. Yeah,
Ryan
yeah,
King.
yeah.
I've gone to 3 contests this year. He's reserved. And
Huh.
he's full time vending, so he's cooking every day at a food truck, and then coming
Yeah.
and making things happen. So
Yeah.
it's no, that's a good contest. As a matter of fact, that's the first KCBS contest we ever cooked. So
We need to get Ryan on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
You
should.
get him slow down long enough.
yeah, he is wide open though.
Yeah, he's probably making mashed potatoes right now or something. With a food
Thumbs
truck.
Coleslaw or
Yeah.
something.
Well, he's got that big rotisserie cooker. So for people's choice, about 25 people went and put all their food on his rotisserie, let it run overnight.
And he drags that thing to cook-offs. I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
He goes
Does he
everywhere.
still have that Myron mixing smoker on it or whatever it is, or no?
No, he's got like an old hickory. Is it an old hickory? So what it is?
No,
Like
yeah,
Southern
I think
Pride
so.
or one of those. Yeah,
Yeah, one of those that's
big rotisserie.
Yeah.
Kind of half in and half out of the back of the trailer.
big.
So, yeah, monster trailer. But that's his restaurant on wheels.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And what do you guys cook on? What do y'all cook on?
we're cooking on drums. So drums and a rag
Oh,
tag.
Yeah,
So,
drums and wreck that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wreck
I've got
that
it.
oven.
I've got a J3. So I had an Outlaw, cooked on an Outlaw for a while. Love that cooker. It was sitting on that ass end of my trailer. My trailer was not pulling very well, so I took it off my trailer. Put the drums on there. Go get another stick burner, and well, the drums lit up and started cooking. I started doing well on drums, so I was like, damn. So I ordered a J3, and I've cooked on it 3 times or something like that. So, but
The Outlaw was too heavy on the back end. How
yeah,
much?
it was, I don't know. It was porch model, probably 1,500 pounds, something like that.
Yeah.
So, but I just, the way it was mounted on my trailer, it was, you get up to speed, that thing would move around.
Man,
So,
it ain't so much the speed; it's the bumps, obviously. That just those roads
just
tear it
beat,
up.
beat
Yeah, we
everything.
go
on the
to South
road.
Carolina.
Beat everything. I mean, these guys have been giving me hell. I've been pulling that trailer around with a half-ton truck for about 10 years, and I just bought a 250 truck, 2 weeks ago. And they're like, see, it's really not the trailer's fault, is it?
Well, and you guys, and all of y'all were on Barbecue USA's, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
We
y'all
are,
were.
yeah.
Yeah. What episode was that? Was it a KCBS or was it a
That was
Florida
the
one?
FBA.
It was an FBA in Florida.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
what
right.
it's called, yeah.
FBA, yeah.
Yeah, me and
That's
Jason
cool.
went the year before. Me and Jason went the year before. Frank was supposed to go with us, and that week before, his whole family tested positive for COVID. He's like, "I'm gonna figure it out. I said, "No hell, you ain't. You ain't coming to cook with us. You stay your ass at home."
You ain't big.
So we went down there and Jason said, "I'll cook chicken and ribs. You cook pork and brisket." I said, "Okay." So we go to awards, win chicken, no call out of ribs, third and fourth, 1 brisket. I looked at Jason. I said, "If your ribs sucked it up so bad in the contest, you're never cooking with me again." They called everybody out, but the last 2, when they called out reserve, I looked at him. I said, "Either we didn't turn them in, or we won." And we wound up winning. So we weren't even going back the next year. It was the same weekend as Jarvis's class, the ABS
Yeah.
class. Me and Frank were doing something else. We were supposed to teach it. No. I was going to Joe Pierce's class.
Yeah, and I was helping Jarvis.
Yeah, and I called Joe. I said, "Look, we got picked to go on this TV show." And they're like, adamant that we be on it because we won last year. So I'm gonna have to do something different. Jason called Jarvis and told him.
Thanks, Thomas.
And Jarvis was like, "Hey, chance to be on TV and advertise my products, go." So we went. We had a good time. We did that TV show. Ooh, boy.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
It was fun.
We got in from the bar and looked out the window like right before we went to bed, and they were next door filming the people for the next day. And I was like, "Shit, boys, we did this wrong. we should have went to bed earlier." It was like we got back at 5 and had 4 and had a lot of drums at 5.
Right.
I was like,
We decided we were going to have a good time regardless of the outcome, and we had a good time that weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Michael Simon was great too. He's really good.
He was a great time. He was a great time.
Hey, Wes.
It took me a little bit because I had to convert it to an MP4, but I'm going to show you boys what this crazy Summits does with a fiddle he wins from.
We don't feel to get back.
Yeah. Yeah. Good point. Yeah, I watched that episode with you guys on Barbecue USA multiple times. I mean, that looked fun, and that's one that I've even thought. I've never done an FBA contest, and I've been thinking about going in there. What can you tell everybody about those?
The only thing, and I don't know how y'all do it. CBA does it or whatever, but Florida's a 1 hour between turn-ins.
Yeah,
so you turn in chicken at 11, ribs at 12, pork at 1, and brisket at 2. And
that's same for us.
If you're not careful, when you cook KCBS back to back, you get in that rhythm of getting back and doing the next one. If you're not careful, you'll sit down. When you sit down, you'll be behind again because you'll be like, "Oh, I got plenty of time."
There's Toasty.
There's Toasty coming in hot.
He's sending me a 10. I've got to get paid first before you give me the 10.99, buddy. Just saying. But, keep them coming. We're going to have you up to $30 before the year's out.
Right.
If y'all don't know, he gives us it used to be 99 cents. Am I right?
Hey, inflation, baby.
Well, I mean, have you seen price eggs lately?
Property taxes have gone up. Everything's gone up.
He has never broken $2 if my memory serves me.
I hope y'all didn't play that video when I went and got my radio.
No, I wouldn't let him. I made him wait. I said, "You got to wait," because I got a story to tell you when he gets through with that.
All right,
let's go.
Let me grab it here. This is Singletary's crazy ass.
That's the park.
I thought it would be longer.
It would be a lot
longer.
That's what she said.
The devil didn't want no part of that, Phil, so he never showed up. He said, "Fuck it."
So Phil, when you won the banjo at Boss Hog,
Fuck Fred.
In
Evans
in Augusta at Banjo BBQ, Singletary reserved it. You beat him by like 1/100 of a point.
Oh yeah,
and he reminds us that you had his banjo.
He said, "That little damn sawed-off midget stole my damn banjo."
I didn't remember. It's funny. I didn't know how much it was, but he does know how much it was.
It was much.
Oh yeah.
If you're on the better end of that, it just doesn't stick as much.
That's right.
No, it's stuck. It's
And
stuck
I didn't even
well.
know. Like even Fred's in the comments, and Fred said, "Man, you beat me by." I think Fred was third, and Fred was like a half a point behind. Like I think it was pretty tight at the top. So
Yeah.
but yeah,
Frank did me
man,
like
the banjo's
that
cool.
contest.
We had
Jason's playing the banjo, the fiddle. I'm gonna go get the banjo, and I'm gonna do it.
He's sitting here watching.
Oh, shit.
You're gonna have him crying in a minute.
Hey, it's gotten real. He's about to go break out the banjo.
Man, I was going to, but I used to keep it by the bed for years, and I forgot a couple months ago we took it to the shop. So I'm not walking to the shop and maybe next week. We'll see.
You know you're cooking your ass off when you got to start moving trophies out of the house into the shop.
Especially the banjo. I mean, come on. It's the
There's
banjo.
very few in the house anymore. Yeah.
Never take the banjo out of the bedroom. That just keeps everything lively.
Yeah. Especially when it goes to dinner, right?
I mean,
Hey, babe, take a banjo tonight?
yeah, you damn right. She's like, "I'll be the devil."
Oh,
Yeah.
Man, I forgot Singletary. Hey, I forgot he reserved that contest.
Fred said,
Sorry,
"Jason,
Jason, man, I wish,
banjo BQ."
Yeah, but your fiddle's nice, man. Your fiddle's cool.
It's cool.
No, but you are right. I don't mind the KCBS World stuff. I mean, they've got pretty good trophies over there. I like those. I guess those are fire starters or whatever. I don't know why I like them because they're kind of pointless, but they're pretty cool
The
looking.
chimneys? Those chimneys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I figured we might do a little more with it, but I don't know why. I mean, I guess they're nice, shiny, but the records in Lebanon are cool. I don't know whatever. I guess you could rank the best trophies out there. I know there's somebody said Pusha earlier. They do have some of the best. They were so big though at one point that you had to have a full size like long bed truck to get the GC trophy home.
Yeah, they
That's
do radar one.
And I've got one that needed a trailer hitch.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I want
So-
an RV. Yeah.
They actually had to size them down like 2 years ago because people were complaining they were too big. And it's the truth. I mean, you had to have 3 people grab a hold of this thing to get it in your truck.
That bag full of cash isn't too big.
No,
Man, I
not-
went
they gave me to go on with
I didn't have that problem. I didn't
The
have a
whole
problem
bag full
hauling
of cash.
anything out of there.
You mean the reservoir? Is that what you're talking about? All you took home from the reservoir was a crawfish bill. Jesus.
But it was worth it. It was worth
I
it.
know it was. Hey, last weekend's this weekend, so we'll be there.
I'll tell you what, I had some crawfish this last week, and Steve-O cooked some crawfish, and these some bitches. Oh, they were, man. He had raviolis. He had all jalapeno pepper. I mean, he had all kinds of stuff in there. Tortellinis, man. It was some good shit. Steve-O, he don't play on that crawfish.
You had a salad, bro. You didn't have crawfish.
Oh no, man, they were serious. He had all kinds of stuff in there, but them crawfish were cooked right, and they were good. You know,
Good, man. It looked good too. But
Yeah.
it was your photo, so who fucking knows? I mean, it could have been anything. That could have literally been a bowl of chili.
it was a dog. It was an actual dog turd with the filter that I made look like a crawfish.
A badass filter.
He is the filter man for sure. I
And
sell
Big Old
filters
was
for a
straight
living.
in the tortellini guy.
Great filters. Yeah. I will say I am partial to the ribbons at the Royal. They are pretty nice. Just saying. got some of those 19th place ribbons piled up in the back.
$6.99 or what?
No. No.
And they're the best ribbons in barbecue.
Joseph and I got lucky enough to get up on the stage.
They are
What did
still
we get?
ribbons.
With pork. Joseph, when we were there,
Yeah.
we got second pork out there.
Yeah. Well,
We
I
got to
jokingly
see-
tell that.
We got to see the big ass trophy. We were standing right next to it.
Hey, I tell Jason Cole that all the time. I'm obviously joking about the ribbons because I hate them. But we were second in ribs that year, and we're thinking, I never paid attention because I'm like, man, we just want to get to the stage. We ain't even trying to get on the stage right now. We finally get on there with a 180 rib, second place, and they bring the trophy out. I reach for it thinking I'm about to pass it to the third place guy, and I'm going to wait on mine. And that lady walked up, and she like kind of slapped my hand away and gave me a ribbon. And I'm like, the fuck is this? That was the first place person. Are you shitting me?
Nope.
What the
I
fuck is
walked out of there so dejected, man. I was like, we get up. Why do you let us up here if you're going to give us a ribbon?
We got to see the trophy. It was right there. It was like we could see it.
Oh, it hurts so bad.
I feel your pain. I had a second chicken there, and man, it's that little fucking ribbon, you know.
Fuck Fred.
About 2 months later,
And
$400.
it's as bad as the jack. The first year when I hit 6 brisket, and I'm like, man, I didn't know the top 5 were barrel heads. I would have tried harder.
I thought that. So the Jack doesn't give out barrel heads to the top 10. I thought they did. It's just top 5.
Only top 5. And you know what? Like 6th place says honorable mention, or at least you know.
Say 6th place.
Good
It's like
college
the same thing
crop.
Kent does.
Oh, wow, y'all.
You don't get shit at the. So what do they give you 6th to 10th?
Honorable
Man.
mention.
They're ribbons, just a ribbon.
The ribbon. The ribbon.
Man, I think, are they all brown too? Maybe they're all brown. I don't know.
If there's any, especially if I know the Royal organizers and the Jack are probably in the comments, and you watch the show. But can you fucking change the ribbons? Can we do something? I don't give a shit. Just give us something else besides a ribbon. That is the most.
When we got out of 5th grade,
Jack
we
does
thought we were doing with the ribbons.
And the Jack, at least they give the barrel heads for the top 5. Man, if the Royal should do trophies for top 5.
You got a point, Bill, but I'm going to tell you the Royal, which it is my number one contest, and I love that. I look forward to it all year. But if you can't give your top 3 or top 5 a little trophy, fuck, give me a picture with the big trophy. Just don't give me a ribbon. I don't care.
Sounds like Singletary's got a square one. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't even know what that means.
Singletary had to have help getting square trophies back to his trailer.
Now, so I walked in my trailer and his square trophy was sitting on my table. I'm like, where the hell did this come from? Like, oh, somebody brought it.
Don't worry about that. I got another one.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
And then he had the coolers and all this. He had to go to like 6 different people's trailers to get all his shit from the Royal to collect it all because he couldn't give it to one person to bring it back across the country because he was flying back.
Lucas, you coming over to the Royal this year? We'll get him.
Like we're waiting, like drum roll.
I didn't expect y'all to wait. He'll answer here in a few moments, but
we're all on pins and needles. What'd he say?
Yeah. But no, Singletary, you're right. If you get, just nobody get a shit. If you just make it on there, they let you go to the stage. If you get on the stage, you should get something besides a ribbon.
Look, with Bill's camera, you can even make it look big.
Oh, there's no.
We just blow it up. I can turn a little fish into a big fish. You know?
Can I borrow that camera?
Yeah. There's no doubt whatsoever. But yeah, and then the money again. I mean, you would think second place, or I'm sure you guys have been. You think you get a ton of money? It ain't, but a couple $100,
like $400.
You get it like 7 weeks later.
Yeah. You forget about
it. Yeah, it's
more money than Houston,
but it's cool to get on the stage though.
So let me back up here. You said that's more money than Houston.
Yeah. Houston is nothing for nobody.
Man, nobody. Pay nothing for anything.
Are you serious?
Not a cent.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I mean, because y'all stuff every contest.
They do give bow-legged trophies for top 3, though. Yeah,
we've talked about it on the show before, Wes. I don't think you were with us that episode. I think
no. I didn't know they didn't pay anything. I really did.
Yeah, they don't.
That is just for. I guess it's just for bragging rights. But
are you coming this year, Wes? Are you coming to Houston this year or no?
Depends. You still got that. Still got the house you're in. And do I have my room?
I got an open invite. You'll probably have to find a place to stay. I don't have a house, so.
Let me ask you this: where are you staying, and how many rooms does it have?
I'm staying in a 2-bedroom apartment with another team that is in one of the bedrooms, and I'm in the other bedroom.
Does it have a pull-out?
It's got a couch. Yeah.
Hey, that's 3 bedrooms.
Well, man, Fred slept on the couch last year, so. Man, you and Fred might share the couch.
Let me tell you something. If Fred gets that couch over me, you better get his ass on the show. Just saying, because he's going to be your full-time producer. I don't give a shit how many square trophies he's got. If he's the king of brisket in Texas, he better not get the pull-out.
Actually, I think he bought an air mattress and just put up an air mattress on the floor.
So next to me, but I better be on the pull-out.
Brother-in-law slept on the couch, and Fred threw an air mattress on the floor. So.
He said, "Don't give away my couch."
That's Brian's couch. You know.
How many people have you promised a place that you're just now telling me? Just be honest.
Oh, none. You know. I haven't even promised you a place. You know,
there's people that are like, "Where are you staying?" I'm staying with Bill. He told me about it like a month ago. Bill, hey buddy, where you staying?
Hey, listen, we got room. You can stay with us, Wes. I've thought about the comment thing, and this is what I think we can do. And it's fluid. Man, if y'all want, send all your comments to me. Message me. Just send them on Messenger. I'll filter through them, and then next week, and whenever you want to, before the show or throughout the week, and man, we'll pick 3 of them, and we'll throw them up about the 20-minute mark, and then the rest of the show, the crowd can vote on which one they like the best. It's like
That's
America's Funniest Videos or whatever.
There we go. There we go.
This could all change.
And
we could
while we're doing
totally
that, I think that is a great idea. While we're doing that, if anybody has a private place for me to stay in Houston on that weekend, if you could just find it in your heart to open up your doors.
I got one, but you're not invited.
I promise you, I will not mess up. I won't grind my feet on your couch. I'll clean up when I'm done. Just looking for a place to go stay to watch my friends win a world championship. That's it.
We'll have a place, Wes, and there'll be a couch. You're welcome to it.
There you go.
You're good people. I always said that.
And
Now,
I tell you what, we'll probably even have
the
a
Royal,
bedroom.
you'll be there, Wes. You
And
know?
we'll probably have a bedroom. That one might have 2 full beds in it, and you're gonna have to share that room with Kit.
Oh, I'm in. I don't care if I'm given a house. I'm doing that. I just want to talk.
Kit may get fired, from rodeo duty. Some of his
And I
performance.
got a bedroom opened up.
You're giving me creeper vibes, but I kind of like it. I don't know why. Just saying. Yeah, it'll be fun. Now, oh my goodness, guys, that's we've gotten off the deep end here. But yeah, I'm planning on coming this year for sure.
Well, I'm still mad you're not going to invitation.
I'm not doing it, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, Luke. I know Luke's not watching because he's probably asleep. Luke he broke me last year.
I watched it.
I took it out of the videos because I didn't want to keep looking at it as I was scrolling to find some things.
So I woke up in the middle of the night one night, and the kids weren't with me. They were with their mama, and it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I went through a spell from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock. I couldn't sleep, and I just started scrolling videos, watching videos of the kids and all that, and came across that video and sent it to Jordan. And Jordan commented I'm talking about, it wasn't a minute. He commented right back. He said, dude, I got up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and watch that video. He said, I'm sitting on the edge of the bed laughing so hard I'm crying.
Though the funny thing is, I go to sleep and I'm trying to cut off lights, and all I can hear is Puccio and someone out there talking. And I'm like, are they ever going to freaking leave? Dude, I think you stayed out there today near daylight.
Well,
But we didn't
I'm
get
trying
there
to give
till
away
late.
the chicken recipe.
We didn't
That's
get there
true.
till like
If I,
midnight.
hey,
We were
if
just
I
starting.
lose you guys, my laptop's on 9%, and I've got like a little cord that you got to play with, and man, it's but I'm still at 9%. But I'm just saying, if I happen to lose you, it's because man, I went down to 0. So
Hey, I just want to say there are some damn fine people. We got Buddy on here. He's going to drop an RV for me. That's just good people.
man, Buddy's got like a 60-foot Southern Dimension.
Oh, well, without a doubt, that thing. It's 5 axles. I think I saw
5 axles.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what they move those damn wind turbines on. I'm pretty sure.
Man, it's got a hot tub. It's got everything,
Hot tub.
It's got 2 fireplaces. It's
Oh, I saw the picture from behind. He's got the boogie lights in his cook room so he can turn the light. Man, you can't hide money. I appreciate
it's no Triple H trailer, but it's close,
That's no Triple H trailer.
Oh, well, yeah. Triple H did have the trailer back in the day, man. That thing was 65 feet long, 9 slides.
And it did have some fireplaces,
It really 2 of them.
Yeah,
2 of them.
did.
He's the only guy I know that had a water bed in an RV.
Is that one
And
with the sideboards on
He
it?
had the dishwasher. He had the whole kit caboodle,
Well, I got a dishwasher now.
Do you?
You're sitting right in front
And
of
a
you.
fireplace. And a
Yeah, I got a
fireplace.
fireplace and a chandelier. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Who do you think we're here talking to? Just because he's in a jail cell.
Yeah, mine had a hookup for a washer and dryer in the back, and I was like, I don't plan on washing clothes, but I could wash some dishes. And a buddy of mine was remodeling his house and had a dishwasher. I said, well, I'm gonna go get it. He keeps getting a new one, and I hooked it up. And shit, I don't know how I made it pour it out. That thing's amazing.
G. Waters, he's on it, man. he is something else. That
And
boy.
And I wouldn't be careful on the G-Walt end,
G-Walk, thank you for the offer.
At a
I
fair
will
rate.
let you know. Just hold
Right.
tight.
This is a fork in the road right now, Wes.
We
Fork in the
couldn't
road.
let him and those two we got on the night hang out. They died.
Oh
I'm
shit!
telling you,
We got a big donation here. Somebody got him a nice RGC. Hell yeah!
Appreciate it, Garrett.
Uh-oh.
Congrats. I think he reserved a couple of weeks ago. Man, congratulations.
out of 109 teams.
Nice.
Damn.
Philly,
Appreciate you,
only
brother.
use your stuff. You didn't happen to use any of that brisket wrap, did you? I'm just saying.
He's got it in there. You see, he said that literally. Yeah.
There's a little CFB mixed in there, So,
Yeah.
Western Mississippi, he can't read. He's kind of slow,
Well, that's just chicken fry. He didn't say the brisket wrap. He just said chicken fried barbecue. It could have been some of Mark Porter uses some of your rib grind too, but that doesn't.
Yeah, he GC'd that NBN, I think.
He did. I told him today to stick with NBN. He'll kill it.
Yeah.
Just a friendly reminder, folks. Only tag us on the wins.
If you get 25th place brisket, don't tag the brisket wrap.
That's why I always tag it before.
Marketing 101 right there.
Hey, before we're almost an hour and 13 minutes in there, and we have not brought up this damn brisket.
Oh
What
yeah,
brisket?
9-volt brisket, huh?
What brisket?
9-volt.
The 9-volt brisket. Look, can we Can we get anything? How the hell everybody over in my neck of the woods knows about the 9-volt brisket?
I've heard about it in Texas. I've heard about it.
And whenever you came out with it, supposedly the taste of it before it goes in tastes very acidic and metallic. Am I correct on this?
100% correct.
But when you inject it and you tell everybody if it doesn't taste like a 9-volt battery, it's not going to hit.
The first time I cooked it.
Let me get this right first. Hang on. Y'all don't give the recipe to Singletary, am I right? He don't know it?
No.
I make it for him and take it for him. I don't.
Jesus.
I say mix this with a bottle of water and inject your brisket, and then when it's time to wrap it with this. And I don't tell him no more.
He doesn't know how to make it.
1, 2,
He don't need to
3.
know
It's
how
like,
to make it. He don't know what's in it, and I'm not going to tell him.
Because he'll tell everybody.
God, he's worse than Tim Malloy. He'll leave. God, he'll leave.
So will you make it for other people? Like, will you think anybody buy it from you?
buy it.
Yeah, as long as they got enough money.
So how did you come about? Was it a screw up that just worked, or did you want it to
I'll
taste
tell you
like-
what it was. When we went out to the Royal, we got our tail whipped 2 days in a row of brisket, didn't we, Puss?
We did bad.
And we drove back for 1,800 hours and talked about brisket, how bad we cooked brisket out there, and we needed to change it. And we were cooking the next week, and we came up about 4 different, just came up about 4 or 5 different things. And I was like, all right, here, I'm gonna run this, and you run that. We were cooking the next week, and I ran the one that ended up being the 9-volt brisket, and I don't know what you ran. You ran just whatever we were freaking trying to.
He ran the 8-volt. He ran the 8-volt.
It was more like a 5.5 is what he was running. But no, I
he ran the AAA.
I took the brisket out of the jus and strained the jus off and put my finger in the jus and went, holy shit! Like I was like, just. And my lips are tingling and my face was going numb a little bit.
Yeah, I'll run it. That sounds like tastes good.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't know. I said, either we're going to come and dead it.
And his internet ran out. I think
3 calls. And we got 3 calls and then came down to brisket and it was second place. And I turned to Puss and I said, I think you got a brisket call too, didn't you? No, you didn't.
I won chicken, was second in ribs, and I was like, yeah, here we go.
Here we go. Yeah.
And then my brisket bombed.
His brisket bombed. And it got down to second place. And I'm like, and Angry Jack had gotten 3 calls. He got second place. And he had gotten 4 calls. He got second place brisket. And I'm like, damn it. And we got a 180 in brisket. And beat him just by that much. The week after, I mean, the drive back from the Royals where that damn recipe come from us just beating our head on the wall in that truck.
And then the next week, I went to Rocky Mount.
Got a 180
in brisket.
So.
And then Singletary at the ABS
180.
Yeah.
180 brisket there.
Yep.
I had to
And are
make
you
that
guys
shit.
still running this brisket? Y'all still running this 9-volt brisket?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I had to
Can
make
you-
the shit for ABS thing and take it to Savannah to Frank to take to Jason up there so Jason would have it because I wouldn't tell him what it was.
So
Hey, Jay-
Jason's in a class teaching people that he doesn't know what's in his brisket stuff. You just got to call Joseph and get
That's
it.
exactly right. Yes. Yes.
I'm teaching you guys. You just get this from Joseph and you mix it and you put it in there.
He's like,
That is all I can tell
And
you.
once you
all right,
get it
tell
from
me
me,
again one more time. What do we do here?
add the liquid.
That's it.
And somebody put on there it's because we cook at a brisket caddy. I don't cook my brisket in a caddy. Neither one of us do. None of us.
No.
So I'm not
Now,
saying
Big
it's right or
Rex-
wrong. I just don't.
Well, a 9-volt battery brisket tastes like a top 5 call. That's all I can tell you.
I mean, it's easy to describe. It's, just take a 9-volt battery, stick it in your tongue. That's what it tastes like. I mean,
Now, and get this straight. That is what it tastes like before it goes in. It don't taste like that after, right?
That's what it tastes like.
no.
When
When you take the brisket out and the jus, if the jus it doesn't have that zing to it, the whole. I'm telling you, the brisket will be flat. And you won't get scores. I mean, you won't get taste. Your taste scores will be down. So,
I think one of these two guys that do rubs and injections, they may want to talk with you. You want to bring on 9-volt into your collection?
well, between me and you may know. I mean, one of them sitting in on this chat may know something about it.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
That's all he's giving us right there. It's just okay.
It's gonna drive Wes crazy.
It really will.
well, the crazy part is we cooked it a couple of times, and then the third or fourth times we cooked it, it wasn't. We pulled it out, and it was just flat. We were like, "What happened? We didn't know what happened."
What do we do now?
And we didn't get caught. I mean, like it did score, and like with that ABS, I tasted Jason's as you, and I was like, "You got it, buddy. It's there." Freaking, he won brisket that day.
I'll be damned.
I mean,
G-Walt's ready to run it on all his meats, I think.
Yeah, if y'all haven't met G-Walt, that is right up his alley, guys. I'm telling you.
He's ready to run it on chicken, ribs, pork, and brisket. He's
He's on that far end. He don't care. He ain't scared either. If you need anything to get over the border, he's your guy as well.
My kind of man.
And you
there.
might want to clarify if they're not putting a 9-volt battery in their au jus just for G-Walt.
Give me the goods.
We're not cutting it up.
Are we?
Nothing out of it.
As long as the meat's not in there, it's legal, right?
That's right. Just saying, man. If there's nothing off the table with G-Walt at all.
No.
At all. So
Too funny.
no, it's a good time. I guess we're about a hour and 20 minutes, man. Anything, any sponsors you guys want to talk about and recognize?
Well, I mean, for me, I've been with Atlanta barbecue store just about as even before Jarvis and them started the store back in the Randy days. But those folks have been the Jarvis have been great to us over the years. So, and I've got some barbecue sauces that we sell, the yesteryear barbecue sauces, and they were the first that competition sauce that we run. They were the first one that carried that for us, and we appreciate everything they've done for us over the years. And of course, Royal Oak's yes, sir. We've been one of their teams for a long time. And that contest they do up there and invite everybody. It is
No, they don't. No, they don't.
They don't.
They just invite a few people, and you go to it every fucking year. I'm saying, if y'all are listening, Royal Oak, share the love. But go ahead.
No,
and,
that
and if you get that honey hole win,
honey hole win. Oh,
honey bee
Just saying,
invitation.
there's a lot of people there that haven't won. Just make a point. You go right ahead, sir. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
So, but now Royal Oak, Heath Rawls Barbecue, Steak Princess Barbecue, Raleigh Wright. She's actually about to go over to. She's doing backyard Memphis in May by herself this week. That's pretty cool. So, but that's the group for us. And Joseph Puccio and Jason Singletary, they're my biggest sponsors. They're my beer sponsors.
That's the most expensive part of this whole shit.
How many lights would you say y'all go through in a competition?
I don't know how many 15 packs we went through this weekend, but I know how many I bought. I don't know how many I come home with. I bought 8 and come home with none.
Jesus.
And that was just Thursday night, Friday night. I didn't drink Saturday because I was out of beer.
You'd get along in Texas too, I think.
Hey, we're gonna need beer. How much we need? Well, I need 60 a day. So use that.
Minimum. That's just to have a good time.
I'll tell you, me and Singletary have been talking about it, Frank too. We want to come cook one of those with y'all, just to come and say we did it. I mean,
y'all need to for sure.
And I've been telling Bill, like, we've been back to trying to find a weekend that will work. We're gonna find one. We're gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, we'll make it happen for sure, man.
We don't do nothing to go and have a good time. We're gonna go and have a good time.
Oh yeah. So
they do, because after it's over with, don't you guys all sing karaoke and party?
To us?
No, the Texas people.
it depends on how well we do, you know.
And it does. And depends on the results.
Right. Hey, we're doing karaoke. Not tonight.
And
If
fuck
they
no,
get the
we're
results right, we
leaving.
do. You know,
Fair enough.
we may goat rope. There's no telling what we might get into. So.
Oh, that's good.
Depends on if G
Cool,
walks there.
boys. Shoot, I'm gonna start slicing up this brisket and get this thing vacuum sealed for my daughter. But man, I appreciate you guys coming on.
Appreciate having us.
They said I was you, Stephen. Thank you, now.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Hey, thanks, guys. We appreciate it. Y'all down the road.
Thanks for having us.
Win, win,